Police have arrested 3 men in their early 20s for recklessly starting the fast-burning Colby fire that started above Glendora early this morning. More than 1,700 acres have burned and at least 2 homes have been destroyed, with mandatory evacuations for residents north of Sierra Madre Boulevard, east of Azusa Canyon, and the Mountain Cove community. The city of Glendora has declared a state of emergency. Skyping in with more is Times reporter Christine Mai-Duc on the scene. Christine, thank you for joining me. You were just at the presser where we learned about the 3 men who were arrested. What can you tell me about them? What do we know so far?
Yes, like we mentioned, it's 3 men in their early 20s. There's Clifford Eugene Henry Jr., and he's 22 years old, from Glendora. Also a Jonathan Carl Gerald. He seems to be 23 years old, and he has an Irwindale address, and also a Stephen Robert Aguirre, and he is 21 years old, listed as a transient by law enforcement with the Los Angeles address, however. All 3 of them are being held at Glendora Police Station, each of them on $20,000 bail right now. And the police chief of Glendora said that they're being held on suspicion of recklessly starting a fire, which is a felony.
All right, so those are the suspects. Can you tell me a bit about the air quality beneath all the ash? And there was a smoke advisory that was issued.
Yeah, you know, it kind of depends on what parts of the fire or the community you're in right now. There's parts closer to where the fire was actively burning, where ash was just raining down, big pieces of burning material or you know, paper type material, and ash everywhere. Right now where I'm at the command post, is actually pretty clear air relatively, but definitely residents this morning I spoke to said that when the fire first started, they could barely breathe, they were choking. You know, one resident said he even coughed up blood. So definitely some concerns about air quality, and officials in this area, you know, warning residents to be careful with their health here.
All right, so you spoke to some residents. Have you talked to any fire personnel on the scene?
None that are on the scene. They've been pretty busy fighting this fire. It did move fast, as you mentioned this morning. Firefighters at the Fire Command Center, they really kind of gave us an idea of where this is headed or what they're concerned about. There's possible wind shift this afternoon in this area, and winds over the last week have been known to be pretty strong, so they're watching that. There's concerns that the fire could reach into the northern area from the fire and move on deeper into the Angeles National Forest, or move further west as it has been this morning.
And then any word on a potential timeline for containment?
At this point, they say they have no numbers on containment. They may have better containment numbers later today at a afternoon press conference. However, right now they're working on containment. One fire chief said that he wouldn't be surprised if there was some. They have bulldozers out there. They have, you know, several air attack vehicles out there to help fight the fire, but they just don't have those numbers yet. It's too early.
All right, and as we hear the sounds of the helicopters, thank you so much for your insights from the scene, Christine. And you can be sure to keep up with our ongoing coverage on the Colby fire on LAtimes.com and our live blog on LA Now.